Hey everyone, this is my seed starting setup, and we are now in mid-March. So for me in Zone 5 in southern Wisconsin, this is when things really start to heat up and get interesting. So I just finished planting all of my tomatoes and some flowers. So that's what you can see here in these two trays. So first we have my sungold tomatoes here. Sungolds are actually a hybrid, which means you're not supposed to be able to like save the seeds and reuse them, or if you do, you're not going to get like the same plant next year. But I've been doing these for about, oh man, since 2011, so about 15, 14 years now, and they've actually been the same quality just because I've been able to just cultivate the best ones every year. So they are kind of my own custom heirloom sun gold, if that's a thing. So yeah, I'm really excited for those. They're probably the number one favorite thing that I grow in my garden. They're extremely productive, very, very sweet, very forgiving. So if I don't fertilize enough or if they don't get water for a while, they're still just fine. They do really well. If some critters take some of the tomatoes, it's not a big deal just because it makes so many. So it is my number one favorite thing to grow. So I'm excited to have them here for yet another year. Right next to them, I have my red cherry tomato. Similar story there. It's a tomato I've been saving from year to year. So it's like a 15-year-old, I guess, mini heirloom that I've created. Over the years, I've kept the largest ones, and the size of the red cherry tomatoes has grown every year, and it's gotten to the point where like it's almost not even a cherry tomato anymore because they've gotten so big. So as we get further through the year, I'll definitely upload some videos showing that, like just how big these things get. So it's been really fun to grow these over the years. Next, I have a new tomato. I got this from Trapper Shep. He's a musician here in Wisconsin. And yeah, so this is a brandywine tomato that is in his line of seeds. So trying that out this year. It's a new one. Like I said, I haven't tried that one out. It's like a larger heirloom tomato. And yeah, speaking of that, the next one is a heirloom, like a beefsteak tomato. I got it from a farmer's market a couple of years ago. So similar to like my red cherry and sun gold, it's just something I've been keeping from year to year. So excited to grow that one again this year. It's really good on like sandwiches, makes a really good BLT. My wife loves BLTs and is super excited when I grow this one every year. And then all in the back, I have tomatillos. Got these, I think, from Victory Seeds. So excited to be growing these again. I grew them a couple of years ago and had really good success. And then I saved the seeds from it, and the seeds that I saved did terribly. So I don't know what happened there, but maybe these are a hybrid seed. And yeah, finally that practice caught up to me. But yeah, I'm excited now to be growing these again. They make a really good salsa if you've ever had like a green verde tomatillo salsa. So super excited there. And then for the flowers, only growing two types of flowers here. In the foreground here, you can see I have the strawflower. This one did really well for me. I didn't think it would in my zone, but it actually did extremely well. It actually lived through several light frosts, so it's actually quite frost tolerant, surprisingly, at least in my experience. So, and it gets very tall. Like it got like probably almost over 5 feet tall, I would say. So yeah, pretty excited to be growing that one again this year. I did save the seeds from it. This is only my second year growing these, so I'm kind of excited to see if saving the seeds from these is going to work out. I think it will. I think it's an heirloom, so it should be okay. But yeah, saving flower seeds is a new thing for me, so I'm kind of excited to see how that plays out. And similarly, in the back here, we have marigolds. These were a beautiful orange and yellow marigold. These are really good for attracting pollinators. Some people think that you can use these to repel rodents like rabbits, but I don't think that actually works. I think that I had plenty of rabbits in my garden that managed to go through like a hole in my fence, and they did not care about these marigolds at all. And so I think it's like an urban myth that marigolds repel rodents like rabbits or mice or something. But they do attract pollinators. They are beautiful. They smell really good. So I am still excited to have them and grow them in my garden. So yeah, excited to be growing a whole bunch of those. Um, Next time here on this seed mat, I have my peppers. If you remember from my last video, if you saw that, I was really struggling with germination. You can see it's a little bit better now, but I still think I am maybe at like 50% germination. I did about a week ago put more seeds in some of these spots that don't have a plant yet. This is why I always start my pepper plants really early because I know that I'm going to get poor germination, and it gives me some time to go back and try to grow more if I need to. So still waiting for those new seeds to come up. They, it's only a week ago, and I don't know, man. Peppers for me just really don't do well. This is every time. I've been trying to water these. I did have a immunity dome on these, and I will put a dome, by the way, on these plants as soon as I'm done with this video. I just left it off so that um, you're not just staring at a humid looking dome over the top of these. So at least there's, you can see the tags if nothing else. But yeah, these I hope that they're getting enough moisture just without the humidity dome to grow. But we'll see. Hopefully, some of these new seeds that I put in will germinate. I'm not too disappointed with this. I think I do have, looking at this, like probably about what, like a dozen or so plants. So I think I'd want a little bit more than that. Like I'd probably want to get more to like 20 plants or so before I'm happy. But I'm not super disappointed at this point. So these are looking good. Just growing slowly as always. However, on the other hand, if you go up here to my brassicas, they are just doing incredibly well. They are growing up into the lights here. I probably actually need to lower these plants a little bit because they're getting a little bit too close to the lights. So yeah, I have the kale in the foreground here, and then some broccoli, cauliflower, and kohlrabi. Like all the way in the back is the kohlrabi. So yeah, these are looking absolutely fantastic. I'm super excited that these are doing so well. This is probably the best I've ever done, honestly, with these brassicas. So yeah, just really, really excited with how well these are doing. And I think in a couple of weeks, these are probably going to be ready to go outside if the weather cooperates. Yeah, and then the last thing here are my onions. They're doing super good still. Been trimming them every week or so. Growing some, let's see, Walla Walla here in the foreground. And then let's see, next to those we've got some leeks. And then next to those we have some Tokyo bunching onions, and I think I have a yellow onion next to those as well. So yeah, overall I think that things are looking good here. I had a video on my indoor tomato plants. If you've checked that one out, definitely if you haven't seen that one before. And then back here, I have my indoor lettuce. I have a pretty popular video of mine that was actually my first video that talks about that system there. Um, yeah, so that's what I've got going on. In a couple weeks here, I'll be starting my squashes. I usually do those around like early to mid-April. So that'll be the next kind of big bunch of seedlings that I do. And otherwise, yeah, hopefully in another week or two, we'll start to see some flowers sprouting and some tomatoes, and then getting these brassicas outside. So if you want to see more videos on seed starting and eventually on outdoor gardening, please like and subscribe. Thank you.